Spirit of God, lead me through this new month. I do not want to enter these new days depending only on my own understanding, my own plans, or my own strength. I want to walk with you. I want your wisdom to guide my decisions, your peace to guard my heart, and your presence to direct every step I take. Before I make plans for this month, I surrender those plans to you. Before I chase opportunities, I ask you to show me which doors are truly meant for me. Before I respond to challenges, teach me to pause and listen to your voice. A new month is more than a change on the calendar. It is another opportunity to grow, to learn, to become stronger, and to walk closer with God. There may be things ahead that I cannot see yet. There may be opportunities I have never imagined. There may also be challenges I would rather avoid. But I do not have to know everything that is coming when I know the one who goes before me. I may not know what tomorrow holds, but I can trust the God who holds tomorrow. Holy Spirit, lead me away from distractions that steal my focus. Lead me away from relationships, habits, thoughts, and decisions that pull me away from your purpose. Give me discernment to recognize what is good and what only appears good. Not every open door is your door. Not every opportunity is your assignment. Not every voice deserves my attention. Teach me to recognize your direction even when it is quiet. This month, help me stop forcing what you have not ordained. Sometimes I become frustrated because I want everything to happen according to my timing. I want immediate answers, immediate breakthroughs, immediate results. But your timing is wiser than mine. If you tell me to wait, give me patience. If you tell me to move, give me courage. If you tell me to let something go, give me the strength to release it without looking back. Surrendering your plans to God does not mean giving up on your dreams, your ambitions, or the vision you have for your life. It means placing everything you desire into His hands and trusting Him to guide the direction, timing, and purpose behind it. There are moments when you may have everything mapped out in your mind. You know where you want to go, what you want to accomplish, and how you believe everything should happen. Yet life has a way of changing plans. A door you expected to open may close. An opportunity you were certain about may disappear. A relationship may take an unexpected turn. In those moments, surrender becomes an act of faith. You are saying, God, I may not understand what you are doing, but I trust you more than I trust my own understanding. The Spirit of God can lead you in ways that your natural mind cannot always comprehend. Sometimes His direction may require you to slow down when everything inside you wants to rush. Sometimes He may ask you to wait when you desperately want an answer. Sometimes He may redirect you from something you thought was perfect because He sees what you cannot see. This is why surrender requires humility. You must become willing to admit that your perspective is limited. You can see today, but God sees tomorrow. You can see the immediate situation, but He sees the consequences of every decision. You can see the opportunity in front of you, but He sees whether that opportunity will strengthen your purpose or distract you from it. There is freedom in allowing God to lead. When you try to control every detail of your life, you carry a burden you were never designed to carry. You constantly worry about whether you are making the right decision, whether things will work out, and whether you are moving quickly enough. But when you surrender your plans, you can move forward with peace. You still make decisions. You still work hard. You still take responsibility. The difference is that you are no longer trying to control the outcome. You are trusting God with what is beyond your control. Ask the Spirit of God to guide your thoughts before you make important decisions. Ask Him to give you discernment when something looks attractive but does not align with your purpose. Ask Him to give you patience when an answer has not yet arrived. Not every good opportunity is the right opportunity. Not every open door needs to be entered. Sometimes wisdom is knowing when to move, and sometimes wisdom is knowing when to remain still. Surrender also means releasing the need to have everything figured out. You do not need to know every step before you take the first one. God may give you enough light for today without revealing the entire path ahead. Trust Him with the next step. Then trust Him with the step after that. Your responsibility is to remain faithful with what is in front of you while allowing God to handle what you cannot yet see. There may be plans you have held on to for a long time. Perhaps you have imagined a certain career, relationship, financial goal, or personal achievement. There is nothing wrong with having desires, but you must be willing to place those desires before God. Say, Lord, if this is right for me, guide me toward it. If it is not right for me, give me the courage to release it. That prayer requires tremendous trust because it gives God permission to redirect you. Yet sometimes the redirection you resist is the very thing that protects your future. The Spirit of God may also lead you through unexpected people and circumstances. A conversation may open your eyes to something you had overlooked. A delay may give you time to prepare. A disappointment may reveal that your heart was attached to something that was never meant to define you. Pay attention to what God may be teaching you through your circumstances without assuming that every difficulty is a sign to stop. Seek wisdom, pray, reflect, and remain attentive. When you surrender your plans, you begin to understand that God's guidance is not always dramatic. Sometimes it comes through peace, sometimes through wisdom, sometimes through a persistent conviction to take a certain step, sometimes through circumstances that require patience. The key is to remain connected to God instead of allowing fear, pressure, or impatience to make your decisions for you. This new season can become different when you stop demanding that life follow your exact plan and start asking God to direct your steps. Wake up each morning and invite Him into your decisions. Before you respond in anger, ask for wisdom. Before you make a major commitment, ask for discernment. Before you chase something simply because everyone else is chasing it, ask whether it belongs to your purpose. You do not have to fear the future when you trust the one who is already there. Even when the road changes, God can still guide you. Even when a plan fails, your purpose has not necessarily failed. Even when you have to begin again, you are not beginning without experience. Every season can teach you something, strengthen something, and prepare you for what comes next. Let this be your mindset. God, I give you my plans. I give you my timeline. I give you my expectations. I give you my fears. Lead me where I need to go. Close what needs to close. Open what needs to open. And give me the wisdom to recognize the difference. Walk forward with faith. Remain willing to adjust. And trust that obedience today can lead you toward a future you could not have designed by yourself. Trusting God's timing means learning to remain faithful even when you cannot see the result you have been praying for. There are seasons when you feel ready for something, but the opportunity does not come. You may have prayed for change, worked hard, stayed patient, and still find yourself waiting. In those moments, it is easy to wonder whether God has forgotten you. But waiting does not mean abandonment. Silence does not mean absence. A delay does not automatically mean denial. Sometimes God is working in ways you cannot yet recognize, preparing you for something that requires more maturity, wisdom, strength, or patience than you currently possess. We often want God to move according to our schedule. We want the answer now, the breakthrough now, the healing now, the opportunity now. We measure time by calendars, deadlines, and expectations. God sees beyond those limitations. He understands what you need before you understand it yourself. He knows what is happening behind the scenes, what relationships are developing, what circumstances are changing, and what lessons must become part of your character before you step into the next season. When you trust God's timing, you stop allowing impatience to control your decisions. You do not have to force doors open because you are afraid that your opportunity is disappearing. You do not have to compromise your values because you are tired of waiting. You do not have to settle for something simply because it arrived before the thing you truly desired. Faith gives you the ability to remain steady while you wait for the right direction. There is a difference between waiting and doing nothing. Trusting God does not mean becoming passive. While you wait, you can prepare. While you wait, you can grow. While you wait, you can develop your skills, strengthen your character, improve your habits, deepen your prayer life, and become ready for what you are asking God to bring into your life. Sometimes the season you call waiting is actually a season of preparation. Think about a seed planted in the ground. For a period of time, nothing appears to be happening above the surface. Yet beneath the soil, something is taking place. Roots are developing. Strength is forming. The foundation is being established. Your life can be like that. You may not see visible progress every day, but that does not mean nothing is happening. Some of the most important growth happens where nobody can see it. Faith also means learning to walk when you do not have complete certainty. You may not know exactly where the next year will take you. You may not know how a difficult situation will resolve itself. You may not know when the answer will arrive. But you can know your next faithful step. You can choose to pray today. You can choose to work honestly today. You can choose to forgive today. You can choose to remain disciplined today. You can choose to believe that your current circumstances do not have the final word. Peace comes when you stop demanding certainty about tomorrow. Fear often grows because the mind constantly creates possible negative futures. You imagine everything that could go wrong and begin experiencing anxiety over situations that have not even happened. Trust brings your attention back to the present. Instead of asking, what if everything goes wrong? You can ask, what is God asking me to do today? Courage does not mean that you never feel afraid. Courage means you refuse to allow fear to make your decisions. There may be moments when you feel uncertain and still move forward. There may be moments when your confidence is weak and you still take the next step. You can feel nervous and remain obedient. You can have questions and still have faith. You can acknowledge your weakness while trusting God's strength. Do not compare your timeline with someone else's. Comparison can make you believe that you are behind simply because another person appears to be ahead. Someone else's blessing does not mean your opportunity has been canceled. Someone else's progress does not mean your life is failing. Each person has a different journey, different responsibilities, different lessons, and different seasons. Your task is not to copy someone else's timeline. Your task is to remain faithful to the path God has placed before you. There will also be times when God changes your direction. Something you once prayed for may no longer be what you need. Something you once wanted may lose its attraction. A door may close and initially feel like a devastating disappointment. Later, you may realize that the closed door protected you from something you could not see. Trust requires you to believe that God can use both open doors and closed doors to guide you. When the waiting becomes difficult, remind yourself that your worth is not determined by how quickly your prayers are answered. You are not less valuable because your circumstances have not changed. You are not forgotten because someone else received what you have been praying for. Your identity does not depend on a particular outcome. Keep your heart anchored in God rather than in temporary results. Walk into this new month with faith. Do not allow yesterday's disappointment to predict tomorrow's possibilities. Do not let one closed door convince you that every door is closed. Do not let one difficult season convince you that your entire future will be difficult. God can create new opportunities, new relationships, new ideas, new strength, and new beginnings. Trust the process even when you cannot see the whole picture. Keep praying, keep preparing, keep working, keep growing, keep believing. When you know what to do, do it faithfully. When you do not know what to do, remain patient and seek wisdom. When the road becomes difficult, ask for courage rather than an easier path. When the answer takes longer than expected, choose peace instead of panic. Let your prayer be simple. Spirit of God, teach me to trust your timing. Give me patience when I must wait, courage when I must move, wisdom when I must choose, and peace when I cannot control the outcome. Help me walk forward without fear, knowing that every step does not have to make sense to me before I take it. Lead me through this season and make me ready for everything you have prepared for my life. Spirit of God, go before me, walk beside me, remain within me. Order my steps and shape my character. Let me not run ahead of you, and let me not remain behind because of fear. Teach me to move at the pace of your wisdom. This is a new month, and I choose not to enter it alone. I choose faith over fear, purpose over distraction, obedience over comfort, and trust over control. Whatever this month brings, I place it before you, Spirit of God. Lead me through this new month. Lead my heart. Lead my mind. Lead my decisions. Lead my relationships. Lead my purpose. And above everything else, lead me closer to you.